Good morning, everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. Good morning, Deb. Hey, Heather. Hi, Casey. Oh my goodness, I've been walking for a few minutes and I still haven't spotted a cat. Oh, there's a Mr. Des. Good morning, Yvonne. Hi, Desi. Hi, handsome. Yeah, I know. Good morning, Chris. I felt so bad last week. I promised everybody that I would show you guys each section of the sanctuary, and we got all the way to the last day, Thursday. I had promised that I would show pretty much all the Servals, and then I had completely forgotten about media and all the Christmas enrichment, so we did those lives instead. And then yesterday we gave the Guatemala boys their first turkeys. So I was like, darn it, today I'm showing the Servals. I hear you, Hutch. This is Des. Hi, Noor. Hi, Mary. Oh, Des. Des is a three-legged serval. I know. Oh boy. This is why we don't always come hang out with Des. He's not the friendliest in the morning. If you guys know Des's story, you know that he was found in the Catalina foothills on the side of the road. He already only had 3 legs. We know very, very little about his story. But when he arrived, because he's been here for quite a long time, when he arrived here, he's been a pretty healthy cat other than only having 3 legs. And we've now got him down to a really good weight, which is great because his last exam is what showed us that Desiree, which is what we had been calling him since he arrived, was actually a Des. He had been neutered along with having that leg amputated, so he gets around really well though. You know, he's still waiting on breakfast. I got out here kind of in between, so this section I don't think has had breakfast yet. Oh, baby boy. Does get pain medication in the AM and PM though. Helps with the arthritis that has developed in the other back leg. I know, silly boy. Isn't he a good boy? He is also, even though he's got 3 legs, he's also one of the more aggressive eaters. So you can see that his feeding lockout door is down. That way, when the feeders do get over here, they can safely get his food in and then lift the door. That's Hutch yelling in the background. You can see he's getting a little matted as well. I don't know if he tolerates the scratcher. I know, baby. He's very vocal though, and he's one of the cats that when he eats, he kind of also makes, I call him Cookie Monster because he's very like meow, 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 and food just flies everywhere. So he's just waiting on breakfast. So I was gonna go see if we could find Max and MaryAnn. I know, sweet boy. I don't like to stress him because I'm not here with food. So I see a bobcat finally. Oh, I'm also feeling some raindrops. Hopefully we're not going to get cut short here. Here's Miss MaryAnn over there. He's already had his pain medication for the day. He just hasn't had his breakfast yet. It comes next. Hi, Miss MaryAnn. What are you doing, lady? This is MaryAnn Bobcat. Where are you going? Thank you, Amber, for the donation. Where's Maxie? I take it, are you guys separated for food? Yeah, probably. Let's see where Max is. Oh, behind me. Mr. Max. Max and MaryAnn are 2 bobcats that do live together, but now that they're in this new enclosure, if the feeders are able to, they drop a separating door just to make sure that they don't steal each other's food. You can see Max is a very big bobcat. You guys have been tearing the heck out of your log there. Guess that's good. I know, everybody's like 100% focused on food. It's food time. Right across the street from him is where Tiger Lily and Kelowna and Dryden are. Just so exciting! Don't know where to go. Let's see how much bigger he is compared to her. And they have feeding lockouts that are right across from each other. Oh, I hear voices. A feeding cart and voices. I don't know if that's your route, though. Oh, that's nice. So we have a group here from Auburn University. They do it every year, and they send a big group of people down, and they spend about a week here helping do like projects around the sanctuary. And since Sunday, they've been here cleaning and raking the empty enclosures out and out back. And I believe Amanda's getting a home expansion. She's going to get quite a few more enclosures. So looks like Michael and Carla are feeding center route today. And it looks like some of those Auburn students are going to get to watch. So that's kind of cool. Oh, good morning, Edith. You just missed Des. I started with Des today. I was thinking about you and all the promises I made last week and the fact that I wound up getting sidetracked with enrichment. So now we're trying to see all the center kitties today. So Des, we see Maxine. This is MaryAnn again. Hi, baby. They're just like 100% ready for food. I believe Michael and Carla are the ones that are feeding this route. Yep, I see him with lots of food containers. Good morning. This is Ginger. Good morning. So you guys remember Ginger's the one that broke her leg on the 4th of July. Spent a really long time in the recovery hospital. So Carla's feeding her breakfast. She's gonna take that chick to go. We can maybe walk back over and see Max and MaryAnn and Des once they get food, and maybe they'll be a little less all over the place. So Carla is able to make sure that she can observe Ginger, make sure she doesn't have anything crazy happening with her. Looks like she got fish and chicks today. Yep, it was 74 degrees this morning, if you guys can believe that. It's nice and humid, and I definitely think it's going to rain. So here's Ginger. There's the Auburn group watching. Yeah, she's doing great. Like, really, really great. And they'll head on down and finish the rest of the route. Let's walk back over, see if we can get Des while he's eating. He eats so fast that we'll probably miss it, but at least maybe we won't get as many hisses. Hopefully not as many hisses. And then we're gonna keep heading the other way. Yeah, I keep feeling raindrops too, so stay alive as long as we can. Here's Des eating. I don't want to freak him out. Usually you get too close to him and they want to instantly inhale their food. And that's the last thing we want him to do. So there's Des. Let's walk over and see Max. Maybe we can see Max eat. Max gets his pieces cut up into really tiny pieces.
Is anyone available to open the big white gate for volunteers?
Oh, Maxie got a plateful.
Thank you.
So Max is getting beef and chicken breast today. So if you guys are just joining and you want to see good footage of Des Serval, you can rewatch this once we end this live. We've only seen Des and Max and MaryAnn and Ginger so far. As long as it doesn't start downpouring, we will keep heading towards the other Servals. Erica, this is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. We're on 67 acres and home to about 60 abandoned and abused and neglected big cats. We do have one lion. We have tigers, leopards, a jaguar, an ocelot, a Canada lynx. We have lots of servals, lots of bobcats, quite a few Savannah cats now. You can learn about each and every cat here at bigcatrescue.org/catbio. Good job, Maxie. Oh, yep, see, that's what happens when they eat too fast.
Property.
All right, we'll give you your space. Miss Lady, did you already eat yours? Oh my, this is MaryAnn again. Did you already scarf your food? So silly. All right, Max, MaryAnn, Des, and Ginger. Let's go see some more Servals. The reason we have so many Servals here at Big Cat Rescue is because, unfortunately, there's certain celebrities that are not helping this cause. Because they're a smaller species, even though they are an African serval, so they are wild in Africa, they have to be tough. They have to run alongside lions and hyenas and leopards and major predators, so they are fierce little cats. But because they're small in size, people think that they would be able to domesticate them, which is totally wrong. And then they're also unfortunately used in the terrible hybrid breeding schemes where people want Savannah cats and different exotic cats that are mixed with domestic cats, thinking that that's going to calm them down, and that also does not work. Let's try to see what Zucari's doing. Sometimes Zucari gets very silly after breakfast. What you doing, Zuzu? Here's Zimba. Zimba's one of our oldest servals. Hi, sweet boy. Zim, zim. And Miss Nala's back there too, but I think Nala's still waiting on her breakfast. Zoo, what are you doing? It looks like you have food in your lockout. Are you going to eat it? Yeah, Ellen, we had a nice little cold snap where it was actually getting down into the 40s overnight here. So that was enough to finally make all the trees shed their leaves basically in a 2-day period. And now it's already back up to in the 70s. Why aren't you eating your mush? Okay. Mush is a ground beef diet that looks a lot like hamburger. I see Pharaoh out. I headed in the opposite direction I meant to, but that's okay. We'll backtrack. We can never not say hi to Pharaoh. Plus there's Nala. And I did say we were going to feature Servals, so just don't let me get sidetracked on any more Bobcats. You know me, that's like my Achilles heel. Hi, Nala. Hi, Angel. Hi, baby girl. I know, so much to say. Goodness. Yes, people think that you would be a pet. That's crazy. Crazy talk. These guys can catch birds out of the sky. People that try to keep them as pets have been known to say that they lose all their ceiling fans in their house. These cats are really strong and powerful, even though they're small. There's Mr. Pharaoh scratching his tree. Hi, Pharaoh. Hi, cute boy. So this is Pharaoh. Pharaoh is an extremely rare white serval. I don't want that in. You actually spray. So Pharaoh is an African serval, just like what you saw with Nala and Zucari and Zimba, Ginger, Dev. We've seen all those servals so far today, but obviously Pharaoh is white. He has only a couple of spots. You see the one on his neck and the one on the back there. And that is caused from a trait called leucism, which is through inbreeding. It's the same exact way that people make white tigers, because those also don't naturally exist in the wild. They are man-made. If they are born in the wild, they usually have a lot of health defects, and they also obviously don't have camouflage. So it doesn't take a lot for predators to find them. They don't usually live very long. Thanks for that. You're so sneaky. Pharaoh was the first and only cat for a few years to have marked me. That means peeing on me. That's how these cats mark their territory. Another huge reason why they don't make good pets. You can't potty train them. Yes, he's definitely limping. He's 20 years old. You guys know, if you follow us regularly, he's been in and out of the hospital and put on different kinds of pain medications. Again, you know, not something that would have naturally occurred in the wild. So he's got some pretty severe arthritis. If you calculate a cat's age, you times their age by 6. So you can see he still has a little hair patch on his neck that's kind of still growing in. He was recently in the hospital. He gave us a big scare. Where are you going? Pharaoh! Silly boy. So times 20 by 6, and that's how old Pharaoh would be in human years. I think he looks fantastic for 20-year-old boy. Cutest boy ever. All right, Serval Spot. I'll see you later. I'm sure Mama's bringing breakfast. All right, babe. I hope that's leaves and not rain starting. All right, well, there goes Pharaoh. All right, let's get back on track here. So we just saw Nala. We saw Zucari. Let's head back the other way. I promised to give the Servals their spotlight this week. Okay, I think it's just leaves falling. I think somebody's asking about where in Africa you find white bobcats. That was a serval. We've only been seeing African servals. Bobcats are native to the U.S. There are lynx in other countries, which are the cousins of the bobcats. But again, white is not a natural color to be found in the wild. That's caused through inbreeding. That's man-made, is not naturally occurring in the wild. And if it does, it's usually because of territory loss. So again, man-made issues. Hi, Miss Servie. Hi, lady. This is Servie. Servie the Serval. Hi, baby girl.
Yes, I know. Usually I have your meds, but I just have a camera this time.
I know, baby.
Hi.
You can see that she's got a very pink nose. Servie has an environmental allergy of some sort. It's either from mosquitoes or it could be, again, environmental. So she takes certain medications, AM and PM, and it really helps combat that. Keeps it nice and dry. Are we doing it down? I know, baby. I don't have anything, though. Sorry.
Devin, there's a meat delivery here.
Sorry.
So with Servie, special people have to feed her also. It's only the meds people that feed Servie because one of her medications requires it to be administered an hour before eating her meal. And then the other medication she's on, she has to eat with food, so. I know, sweet lady.
All right. I'm gonna go. So pretty. Very pretty. One more close up, maybe. Hi, baby.
I know, she's very like, is that thing gonna give me my pill or no? Nope, just a camera.
Here's Sheena. Hi, Shishi. Hi, Shishi. Good morning, lady. Yes.
Smelling me to see if I have food. I do not. One last look. All right, I'm out of here. I'm gone. This is Sheena Serval. She's now on the same medication as Servie. She started having a little bit of an issue with her nose. It's basically Servie, Sheena, Ginger, and Zimba Savannah are all on that same medication. It does really well for them. Thank you to everybody helping answer questions for me in the comments. These hissy servals, you got to keep your eyes on them, so I'm not really reading the comments too much.
I'm coming, Hutch. Yeah, you're a serval. I'm coming.
No, a serval is a completely different species found in completely different areas compared to an ocelot. Servals are native to Africa. Ocelots are native to like rainforest regions. You can find all kinds of cat facts on our website, bigcatrescue.org. Laurel, I don't know where the allergies stem from. It's because it's not every single serval, so I don't know if it's a genetic thing. Most of the cats that are affected by it were all bred and probably in captivity and have been kept as pets, so I don't know. When we rescue cats, we get very, very, very little information.
Oh, hi. Here's Kricket. I thought you were eating, so I didn't want to interrupt you.
It's Kricket Serval. Kricket was kept as a pet, and you can see she's very wobbly, limpy, has a curly tail. She had horrible nutrition from her owner. She's now on a pain medication each day as well, just to help alleviate arthritis. And if you guys saw last month when she had a vet exam for the first time here, she has obviously broken multiple bones over her lifetime, but only a few of them had been repaired. So So she actually has some plates and screws and things in one of her legs.
And sadly, she's a bit of a hot mess.
But she's doing really well. I mean, she's been here for a long time before she had a vet exam because there were no obvious issues with her. So with age, all that kind of stuff just catches up. She's such a sweet cat, though.
Oh, Cricks.
She's very much enjoying being part of the meds route, though, I can tell you that. And Sue, that's Kricket here. Kricket's owner was vegan and fed her a vegan diet. These are wild cats, so they are pure carnivores. So for a lot of her lifetime, she did not have the proper nutrition.
All right, my girl.
We have an entire group of people that are dedicated to the meds and supplement care of the cats. So there are certain certifications you go through in order to be a meds keeper. But we do add a lot of supplements for arthritis, age, all the age ailments.
Hi, Hutch. Hi, sir. Yeah. What do you think? Yeah, have you had a pretty good breakfast this morning?
Thank you so much for the donations today, guys. And again, just a little reminder, if you missed any of the lives yesterday, all three, Max, Zimba, and Kimba, our newest tigers that were rescued from circuses in Guatemala. They got their very first holiday turkeys yesterday.
Handsome boy, yeah.
And prior to that, last week, we did a bunch of holiday enrichment. And that was a really fun day. There were a bunch of lives on that day. You can always catch up on all of these lives because they post automatically on our Facebook page. So a lot of people just kind of find the last one they saw and then you just let it roll. It's kind of like watching TV, one episode after the next. Or you can go to dailybigcat.com, which is our secondary YouTube video channel.
Did you find something there?
I know. Hold on, I gotta get around these palmettos. You're a little sneaky.
You can be sneaky.
Hutch is now also on the meds route because he has a dislocated knee due to arthritis. And that's going to require surgery at some point, which has got me scared to death.
I don't like that idea, but I know it's necessary. Now he's going to eat grass.
So if any of your questions haven't been answered during the live, I go back to my desk and reach out to you in the comments. So you can always wait for a reply there, unless, of course, I've already answered it, in which case it is better if you just rewatch the video when it posts. There's also a bunch of our regulars and our moderators in the comments, so you can always trust their responses. Nope, he's already had breakfast, so this is his dessert, apparently. Yeah, I like to... He said your close-up. I know you were yelling for your close-up.
Yeah, you were. I heard you.
Thank you very much, Fran, for your donation. Yeah, we are a true accredited sanctuary. We always really want to push to all of you to never support places that are exploiting animals by breeding them or trading them or touching them or allowing public contact. That's incredibly dangerous. It's incredibly disrespectful to the cats. If these guys were to bite you or scratch you, which would be a natural instinct because they're a wild animal, they could end up paying the ultimate price and have to be put to death because of that. So unfortunately, the risk would never ever be worth the reward. So we are a non-touch facility here. Let's see. We have a Zimba Savannah, yes, but he was featured last week. I'm trying to show all the cats that got no screen time last week. So let's see where Mouser is. We've got Mouser, Alethea, and maybe Diablo. We'll see. It's so cute now that Afton calls Mouser Tiny Kitten, because for a couple years we've called, quite a few of us keepers have called Diablo the Tiny Gentleman. So now we have a tiny kitten and a tiny gentleman. Mouse, mouse! Oh, he's in there in his den. Let me see if I can zoom in. You can see Mouser behind his Christmas tree hanging out in his den. Mouser is a Savannah cat. So he's what we were talking about earlier. People breed the African Servals you've been seeing with regular domestic house cats, hoping that they'll get an exotic looking cat that has a very normal house cat demeanor. And they are almost always the opposite. Can come out very plain looking, but be insanely wild and crazy. Not to mention, like I said, the way that cats mark their territory is by scratching, mouse, mouse, by scratching and peeing. So that's what these guys do all over your house. They wind up not making good pets at all.
You got full belly? Got full belly. It's very exciting. Very exciting.
I wonder if he might have been a little nervous because there was that huge group of people out here during feeding time. He's also just a very curious cat.
I'm so curious.
Yeah, so over on Instagram, I have started posting all of my Christmas photos for the cats. So anyone that I got to watch get a Christmas tree, unless I was live, I have been taking photos. So Instagram.com/BigCatRescue is our account.
Where are you going?
And so now I am... That was Aries getting breakfast behind him. Aries is a cougar. What are you listening to? All the birds? You feel like you're listening to the birds. Or he's wishful that Michael came back and has more food. I don't know which.
All right, see you later.
All right, let's see if we have an Alethea or a Diablo. And we'll be calling it quits today. It's been a pretty long live. I think we've seen basically all the Servals now. They've been hanging out in the back bubble together a lot. Alethea and Diablo have a pretty great friendship. They always like to hang out near each other.
is Diablo. Tiny gentleman, where are you going?
See where he's gonna settle.
Hi, cute boy. Hi, cute boy. Is there a better spot to see you? I doubt it.
Look at him. Oh boy. So again, if you guys missed any of the cats today, please go rewatch, because I try to show different cats every single day instead of the same 5 that are most asked about. So trying to share the love. This is sweet little Diablo. He's also a Savannah cat.
You love to use your camouflage. I know.
See. Yeah, Alethea is under that platform, but she is eating breakfast. And she's one of the cats that will straight up stop eating, or she'll just swallow what she has and then throw it back up. So I'm not going to do that to her. She's under that platform there, so. All right, everybody. Well, thank you guys so much for all the donations today. We really, really appreciate it. Cats like Diablo could definitely still be sponsored if you guys go to bigcatrescue.biz. Right on the front screen, there's sponsorship kits. Many of our small cats only have a couple people that sponsor them for the year, and Diablo is one of them. I was shocked to see how few sponsors he had. So you guys can go to bigcatrescue.biz and search hybrid, and you will find the sponsorship kit for any of our hybrids, which are the Savannah Cats. Can sponsor for as little as $25 for the year. So thank you guys very, very much. These shy guys never get the sponsors like all the ones that are always in your face. So I like to make sure we plug these guys, because they need the support too. They didn't ask to be put in a situation where they needed rescued, so. But we really appreciate everybody who was brand new and joined us for the first time today. Make sure you set up your notifications or watch our Facebook page. We try to go live a lot, like sometimes as many as 9 times in a day. So thank you guys very, very much. I will see you guys again soon.